Before we begin, I want you to think about something simple. Where you are right now. Your room. Your house. The people around you. Now imagine this. You look away for just a second. And when you look back, they're gone. No sound. No struggle. No explanation. Just absence. And it doesn't stop. People disappear from their homes. From their cars. From crowded streets in the middle of the day. Until one day, you realize something much worse. It's not random. It's not chaos. It's happening in a pattern. And whatever is taking them is getting closer to you. Tonight's story is about the last two people left in a world that has already been taken, and the terrifying truth they discover about why they were left behind. This is the quiet harvest. The first disappearance wasn't on the news. It wasn't reported. It wasn't even noticed. It happened in a small apartment in Osaka. A man sat at his kitchen table, halfway through a meal, chopsticks in hand, steam still rising from the bowl. And then he was gone. No sound, no movement, no trace, just an empty chair. And a meal that slowly went cold. At first it was written off as missing persons. People leave all the time. Runaways, accidents, voluntary disappearances. But then the numbers didn't make sense. Entire families, gone overnight. Drivers vanishing from moving vehicles. Cars drifting to a stop with no one inside. Office buildings where dozens of employees simply weren't there anymore. No alarms, no signs of forced entry, no evidence of struggle, just absence. It didn't happen slowly. That's what made it worse. One day the world was still functioning, barely holding together. The next, it wasn't. Planes landed themselves, or crashed. Hospitals emptied. Cities fell silent. And then, there was no one left to report anything anymore. Yuki was 19 when it happened. She woke up alone, her parents gone. Her brother, Daiichi, found her 2 days later. He had walked across half the city to reach her. "Stay with me," he said. That was the only rule they made. Never be alone. At first it felt unreal. Too quiet. No cars, no voices, no movement, just wind and empty streets. They searched for others. For days, weeks, nothing. No bodies, no survivors. Just the echo of a world that had already ended. It happened at night. Yuki woke up suddenly. Not from a sound. From the feeling that something had changed. She turned toward the window and froze. The sky was wrong. The stars weren't where they should be. They had shifted, not randomly, deliberately, like something had rearranged them. After that, the feeling started. Not constant, but persistent, like being observed, not by something nearby, but by something impossibly far away, something that didn't need to be close to see everything. They saw them a week later, faint lights in the sky, not moving like aircraft, not blinking, just appearing, hovering, watching, and then disappearing again. They found a camera in an abandoned newsroom, still running, still recording. Yuki played back the footage, frame by frame, and there it was, for less than a second, a distortion, a shape that wasn't quite visible. And then, the person in frame was gone. They're not taking everyone at once, Daiichi said. They're selecting. Yuki didn't respond, because she already knew. They had been left behind, not by accident, but on purpose. The radio started working again, not broadcasting music, not news, just a signal, a low, steady tone, repeating, over and over, and buried beneath it, something else, a pattern, not sound, meaning. It took time to understand it, but when they did, it broke something in them. The signal wasn't communication. It was a record, a catalog of everything that had been taken. Every human, every mind, every thought. Stored, preserved. Yuki asked the question they had both been avoiding. Why are we still here? The answer came that night. In the sky. The lights returned. Closer, lower. And for the first time, they saw it. Not clearly. Never clearly. But enough. Something vast. Impossible. Watching. They weren't survivors. They were witnesses. Left behind to observe the end. To understand it. To carry the knowledge of something humanity was never meant to comprehend. The light descended. The air changed. Reality itself seemed to thin. Daichi grabbed her hand. It's time, he said. For what? A pause. Then, to decide. Yuki looked up, at the thing in the sky, at the presence that had taken everything, and she understood. It wasn't invasion. It wasn't destruction. It was collection. And now, they were the last pieces. If you're hearing this, then you're still here. For now. But maybe that's not luck. Maybe it's timing. Because if something out there is watching, it might not take everything at once. It might leave a few behind. To understand. To witness. To remember. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There are more stories like this, waiting. And if one night you look up at the sky, and the stars don't look quite right, don't stare too long.